when building platforms is that I build all of my platforms with screws and screw everything together, as opposed to using glue and staples. And one of the reasons for having things screwed together is the threads of the screw give you a little extra grip and strength that a staple with glue does not have. Because when we're moving these platforms around, we're yanking on them a lot. If these joints are not screwed together, but they're glued and stapled, all that repeated tugging and yanking and shoving is going to be putting stress on that joint. And no matter how much glue and how well you glued that, all that stress is going to eventually give, and that's going to come apart. So if you're reusing your platforms, screwing them together and not using glue is my recommended approach. Not gluing it means that the joint isn't as strong as if I had glued it, but it makes for longevity and repair and maintenance much more feasible. This platform was glued and stapled. I can see the residue of glue inside, so I know it was glued, which basically means if I need to take this apart, if I need to repair it, I can't replace or repair any part. It's built once, it's the size it's going to be, it's never going to be easily shaped up. I can chop it off a piece of it and make a smaller platform and fill in the missing pieces. I can do things like that, but I can't repair the current pieces that are here. And sometimes people will staple the lids to the platform, and I think that's a dangerous thing, because when you put a leg in here, it rests up against that top layer of plywood. I can screw it together here and I can screw it together there, but if any of my screws fail, now that plywood is going to rest on my leg, and as I'm walking on it, this is going to start to separate if the lid is not screwed to the framing. If it's just stapled, then all the weight of the platform is going down through the leg and the framing is just going to collapse. So that's why I would prefer to always screw my lids on rather than gluing and stapling my lids. In any case, even for something that's one-off. If you're going to be legging things up in a traditional legging pattern, then if your lid is stapled and glued or just stapled to the platform, you're running the risk of any leg failure causing that lid and framing to separate. The threads of the screw will hold longer and grip those two things together better.